In Sydney, the Wine O'Clock show plays and stays at the Adge Hotel. Dare to be different at the Adge Hotel. Welcome, ladies, to the Wine O'Clock show. Lynette Bolton and Lizzy Lovette. So excited. Cheers. Cheers. It is Friday. It is 6 o'clock and it's time to wind down from the week that was. Ladies, you two mummies, we were just talking off camera about 2-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 4-year-olds. You're very, and also TV presenters. How do you do it all? How's your work-life balance going?
I am a big believer in it's hard to have it, you can have it all, but not at once. I mean, I have for the last couple of years since having my baby, I love being a mum so much. I have stepped back a bit and made that balance. So I'm very lucky to be on Sydney Weekender, as Lynette is, the best show ever on Channel 7. I love it. And I do tap into my radio and do Kiss on the weekends, but I really work with my husband as a team. And because I tell you what, you know when you've got like a full face of makeup like now, and you go home into back to your kids, and it's just so, and they look at you like,
what's wrong with your face?
It doesn't look like that usually. What's going on? You have to scrape the makeup off and then you're like, here I am. So I find the two worlds are it's quite tricky, it is.
I think that you have to focus on one thing at a time. I think if you're with your kids, you can't be thinking too much about, you know, whether you've got to write something or learn a script or do any of those things. So that was kind of the light bulb moment that I had. When I'm with my kids, I'm doing the kids. When I'm not with the kids, I'm doing what I'm doing. And look, our kids go to daycare a couple of days a week. My family lives near me, so we have great babysitters as well. Our lives are quite all over the shop.
I'm lucky, and I should be saying thanks, Mum, mother-in-law,
Yeah,
dad.
shout out to Mum, yeah.
Because we don't do daycare, it's just them, so they're fantastic.
I think the important thing is having that partner that is supportive. You know, that, because I know mine's the same. You know, he would rather be an at-home dad and send me out to work. Yeah. You know, and it is getting that balance. I think women think, well, the husbands are supposed to go out and how am I going to do it all? But I think it is that the husbands then contribute also at home.
Working as a real team.
Yeah.
Because my husband, he's a real hands-on dad. When he's there, he is so present with them too. And that's
But even
wonderful
I think with the household stuff, you know, I know my husband gets in, he does the dishwasher, he hangs the washing out, he puts the washing, you know, like.
So does mine, actually.
So does mine, actually.
People are going to turn on us.
Yeah.
Maybe we can sell him for $35 like that lady did on Facebook. She sold her husband for $35.
$35?
An hour or just total?
In total.
Oh, yeah.
Bargain basement.
I'd buy him for $35. Do a few things around the house.
Now we're talking about this week too, talking about being, I guess, mums being pregnant and women being pregnant, and there's a topic that's come out this week about 5 things you don't say to women when they're pregnant. So one of them is obviously about, what is it about women not liking people touching their baby bumps, or what is the fascination with touching women's baby bumps?
You know, it's interesting because I did this last night without even realising. It was a friend of mine, so I do know her, but it was the first time I'd seen her with a bump, and I was like, oh! And then I thought about this topic, I was like, oh. I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I think it's like giving someone a kiss or a hug.
But
a friend, you just want to be like, oh, you've got a bubba.
I think it, like, you know, just running up to people and touching people in general without asking them. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, whether it be like kissing now. Yes. I find myself going, mwah, mwah, kissing people, and I'm like, I just met you. Is this appropriate? Let alone touching people's bumps. And for a lot of pregnant women, who are you kidding? That's like the most action you're going to get for some time. So you're like, touch me up right now, touch me up.
You don't do it to strangers, though.
No. But there is something beautiful about it.
You've just made it a whole weird topic.
It's true. Inappropriate touching in the streets.
I think one of the other questions was, I guess, giving unwanted advice. You know, whenever you're pregnant, you get the horror stories come out about how, my pregnancy was 40 hours long and, you know, split from vagina to
doing that sometimes.
It's nice when people give you, you know, they almost preface it with, you know, this worked for me, but I don't know if it works for you, but these are my best bits of advice, best tips. But it's the judgy mummies, the ones that if you don't do it how they did it, their way is right, and they look at you like,
it drives me mad.
Like Skippy.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, come on. what works for one mum doesn't work for another mum, you know?
And doesn't necessarily work for your second either. Like we were talking before about how different kids are. Even your first pregnancy is going to be different to your second. So
and everyone has different ideas. I remember my mum gave me a great piece of advice. I thought it was good because let's say I'm a little bit excitable sometimes.
No, you're not.
I know.
Really?
You wouldn't think it. But someone said, she goes, darling, a relaxed mum makes a relaxed baby. And I remember in class, with the midwife, I put my hand up and I went, this bit of advice, my mum gave me that. And she went, that's dreadful. That's shocking, the pressure you're putting on yourself. It's a very
to be
stressful
relaxed?
time. Yes.
Really?
She went off it. And I was like, okay. But then that probably was the most useful piece of advice for me. It worked for me because I'm like, just chill. Just chill, everything's going to be okay. The poo's on the roof. The poo's on the roof, the baby's crying, but we can see the end, it's okay, you know.
United Nations got under a bit of fire this week about talking about women and empowerment. They want to use Wonder Woman as their honorary ambassador. And they're saying, why aren't we using real women? Why are we using, these DC Marvel character to solidify a Wonder Woman when we should we be using a real life person?
We absolutely should be. Hello, there's no wonder that this decision was not made by a woman, isn't there? We absolutely should be, Our younger women in the world today, we need real, live people to look up to be empowered by, and gender equality is such a big issue. Look, I understand why they did it, of course. 1941, she came in, she was an image of feminism and fighting the bad guys, the first female superhero, and it's bad I say it, but I do love a get up. Yeah. No, it's not PC. But anyway, she looked fantastic and all of that jazz. But look, over the years, of course, the sexualisation, the inappropriate dress, she's got an American flag on her, she's white. I mean, there's 192 nations represented in the UN. A lot of those would be quite upset by Wonder Woman, but I see what they've done it because it's advertising, it's marketing, isn't it? They're trying to reach a broad audience. The new movie's coming out, DC Comics. So you've got Warner Brothers, DC Comics. You're trying to reach the young people out there. Boom, done. I just would have expected more from the UN to have the foresight to maybe say, no, this isn't right. Okay, we're going to get more reach, but we should have a real life person for this to empower.
Yeah, it's quite controversial because half of the people that work at the UN are unhappy about this. So they stood up when the announcement was made, turned their back on the speakers, they're placarding outside their work office and saying that they're not happy with it. The interesting thing was I showed a picture of her to my 4-year-old and I was like, what do you think about this lady? She goes, she's not wearing much. I was like, yes, she's not really wearing much, is she?
She's got thigh-high boots and big boobs.
I was like, that's what Mummy's going as to her next fancy dress costume, but no, she's not wearing much. I don't know. I mean, they have Winnie the Pooh as an honorary member for something
This is
else,
the thing for
UN,
friendship,
so
and they've had Tinkerbell for green. Actually, can we wait a second? I've got a prop.
Yes.
I forgot my prop. Because I have a suggestion of who they should have gone for.
Oh my goodness gracious me.
She's
Who is it?
Who is this?
It's Anna.
Now, Anna's a bit dishevelled. She looks like she's had a big night out on the tile. She's lost her shoes.
She's with you at Cuba.
But here you go. Like, if you're going to go, because the thing is with honorary ambassadors, apparently a lot of them are fictitious characters as opposed to, the others. But, I mean, look at her. Go Anna. Frozen. She's all about go girlfriend. She saves her sister. She usually wears boots. Like, good coverage here, good hiking. And she's a bit of a ranger. And us rangers get a bit victimised.
You're a ranger.
It's a touch.
Naturally a ranger.
Naturally. No. It's Auburn. Strawberry blonde.
Talking about what's working, let's talk about the races because I get excited about Spring Carnival. It is the race season. Anna can sit there and eat some olives, Anna. Eat an olive.
Yeah.
I just forgot her shoes. Shocker. Do your hair and makeup next time, Anna. Really put some effort in. Oh.
Focus. Spring Carnival Racing. It is here upon us. Tomorrow starts Derby Day. It's exciting. I'm heading to Melbourne.
So much.
Can we talk fashion trends, what's hot, what's not, what we should do, what we shouldn't do when it comes to the races, all that fun stuff?
Yeah, well, I have quite strong, not strong rules, but strong opinions. I think Derby Day, black and white. It's very traditional, but I do think it's quite nice to stick to that. And then Melbourne Cup is a lot more fun, so you can bring in lots of colour and, you can even wear pants or something cool like that. Ladies, don't take your shoes off, ever. No
It's true.
exceptions
It is
ever.
true.
If you think that you're not going to survive the day, pack a little pair of flats in your handbag. And actually, some of the marquees now give out jiffies at the end,
Do they?
which is the best idea. I actually had to walk once from the race course at Flemington to Jude's parents' house because we couldn't get a cab, which is in Strathmore, which is like a good 45-minute walk. And I could do it because I've been given my jiffies.
Oh, okay, I had visions of you in your heels just going, I can do it,
No.
I can do it, I can do it.
No, I had my little jiffies on. Yeah, so don't take your shoes off.
It's
Dress
true.
up.
And you know,
Take
and the thing
time.
is, I say, look, no midriffs, no mini skirts, no sequins.
If you wear it to a nightclub,
Oh, I
then
don't know
wear it
about
to the
No
race course.
denim.
You can wear
No.
sequins everywhere.
You cannot. You'll blind the horses too with the sequins. But with the races on that, I think, you know, less is more, isn't it? Think
Yes.
polished. Think classy, not
Look
brassy.
lovely. And
you
if
know,
you-
pull it back.
And don't, like you said, don't expose everything. If you want to have a little bit of cleavage, don't show off your legs. Yeah.
But I think trend-wise, I think this year we're going to see a lot of, you know, bell sleeves, a bit of 70s vibe. There's a lot of lace going on, pretty pastels for the Melbourne Cup and for Oaks Days, and
Yep.
that kind of a look. But keep it classy, ladies.
How do the ladies keep it classy? You know, is there a proven technique, or like, you know, obviously don't hit the booze too hard and don't drink on an empty
Eat.
stomach. Eat, yes.
Eat,
Yes.
watch your drinks.
Eat, it's true.
Eat.
Water, lots of water.
Hydrate,
Yeah.
not too much wine. Because I remember one year in one marquee, there was a vommy on the dance floor.
Oh, it's so gross.
And that is
so
not
gross.
good.
It wasn't a party, it was a
It's
vommy
just
on the
so
dance floor.
Funny, yeah. We've heard of murder on the dance
Yeah,
floor,
yeah.
but not vommy on the dance floor. It's a new hit. But the thing is, it's just so funny how at the beginning of the day everyone is there trying to be so classy, and then
yeah.
all of a sudden,
So much time and effort goes into getting there, but
goes
then
into
8
it?
hours later, it's horrific.
Yeah. Good advice, ladies, good advice. Now, it is that time of the day that we love here so much on the 1 o'clock show, and it is Never Have I Ever. Have you played?
ooh la la. I
We've
haven't
played
I
along at
can't wait.
home. We've
Have you-
watched, yeah.
Yeah. Have you,
I've
like,
watched.
you know, got your questions all sorted, and you've watched the show? You know
I
what
have.
we're
Oh
talking
yes,
about?
I have.
So I'm going to give you a panel. I have never, and you have to answer honestly.
Honestly.
And if there's a good story that goes along with it, we do like to hear it as well. Never have I ever kissed someone of the same sex.
Lynette Bolton, you dark horse, you.
Carol Bolton.
When was this? Tell us the story. And where was it? Oh, my lesbian days. Let me tell you about them.
It was like a lesbian 5 minutes. And it was husband sanctioned.
Jude is loving this. He's like,
He'd be sitting there with his red wine, like going, "Wow, tell me about this one."
Look, it was a big weekend. We had been.
Obviously.
really? Yes. Sorry, we interrupted.
It was a big weekend. We'd been over to Perth for the Red Bull Air Race, which was amazing. We went over as guests as them, so we had 3 pretty big days. Then we flew home on the red eye and we went to a wedding, and I can't even excuse it. There was a lot of alcohol involved, and my husband was there. And her
Was
husband
Jude
was
cheering
there.
you on? Go.
Standard, not
Was
standard.
that someone
I do
you
it very
knew?
often.
Standard?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
it wasn't
yeah,
some
yeah.
random stranger.
No.
Yeah.
No. And it was at
I'm lame.
where do you do the crab races? Scuba.
Scuba! Oh, well, no wonder. You're having a great time. Did they get the hoses? Don't they hose the girls down there too?
I think that's Coyote Ugly.
Oh dear. Never have I ever cried
I'm not
or
answering
flirted
anymore.
my way out of a speeding ticket.
I've tried.
I've tried. I
So
never
I
get
really
out of a
haven't.
speeding ticket. I get gutted because I hear women all the time say, "Oh yeah, you know, just shaded me with a boob," or, you know, flirted or cried my
I'm
way.
not giving enough cleavage or something. I've
I don't have any
tried. I've tried to get out of. Okay, I have to admit this is a bit naughty. I was holding my phone, of course, googling. Actually, I was on the way to my obstetrician, and I was googling. It was actually Facebook. But this guy pulled up next, guy being a policeman, and he said, and he busted me. He said, "Oh," and I said, "But I'm pregnant, and I was just trying to work out where my obstetrician was."
Is that how you spoke?
I was like that. And I thought that's a good angle. You're playing the pregnancy card, the baby card, and he was like, "Doesn't matter."
Did you get fined?
Fined 300 plus or something. I was like, "Come on, I'm a pregnant woman."
You should have burst into tears. I can't believe you're doing this to a pregnant woman.
I should have. Good spank.
Never have I ever sent a nude photo or raunchy text to the wrong person.
I actually haven't.
I've never.
No,
Really?
No,
What about, have you
I'm
actually
sorry.
sent one to the right person?
not a nude photo.
No one does that these days, do they?
Never have I ever played strip poker.
I haven't either.
I don't think I have either.
We are so straighty 180.
You have to go home and play that now. I asked Larry. Larry
has
Emden
time?
has
Larry
played
would
strip
poker.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Larry would kill it.
Like, if we're getting naked, we're doing it now. We got 15 minutes. Like,
Never have I ever.
With Anna,
Yeah,
she'll
with
get
Anna
nude.
watching it. I might have to
She'll get
close
nude.
Anna's eyes. Never have I ever lied on a talk show.
Have you lied?
surely.
Probably have. I've like kept my real opinion to myself, maybe a little bit. Like, don't you know what I mean? Yeah, you know.
No,
what I mean?
I don't.
Oh,
know.
get it! No, but like maybe watered it down.
Yeah,
watered it
watered
down
it
a
down.
bit because
Never have I ever Googled myself.
Oh, I've done that
Yeah.
Yeah?
She did that this morning.
this morning. I did that a second ago. No, I didn't. No, but you
What
just
do you
get
look for when you Google
the
yourself?
tragic pictures of me 15 years ago. Like
The
I just
ones
thought
that Tam puts up on her Facebook page.
when I thought I was I don't know, I was training to be a porn star. I used to always wear very low cut. See, Tam knows. She's been Googling booby tops. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Yeah, but no. But it's more just because
in your
people can be so
heyday?
mean. My heyday. People can be either really nice. That's the thing online, aren't they? They're either really nice or really mean. I don't understand why people want to be bothered being so mean. If you have the time of day, put good stuff out there.
Yeah.
Keep your thoughts to yourself. If you don't have anything nice, don't say it at all.
Yeah. Have you ever had an image or something put up on Facebook that you've tried to have take down? Like, has something gone out there that you go, well, that's just like, I just need to take that off?
Unflattering photos. You go, oh, damn
No?
it. No.
Never have I ever been caught dancing naked in front of a mirror.
I have
Dance
never
naked
either.
in front of a mirror.
I think,
You know,
see,
you just get out
we
of the
give this
shower.
perception we're wild, nudie dancers that pash,
Like clash other women and...
no.
Just out, not at home though.
just out. I'm glad that's our perception.
Last one. We always end on this one. Never have I ever joined the Mile High Club. Never, ladies. With all your travelling.
I know, it was so well behaved. Just too much hassle. Like,
Yeah.
like what? And there's, I took my toddler I was on a plane yesterday to the toilet. What do you mean, Tam? Where are you going with this, Lizzie? Yeah. No, all the way at the back of the plane. The plane's like, woo, and you're trying to go put her on the toilet, and it's just and it's like what?
Yeah.
What's romantic
About
I
doing
don't
it in the toilet?
understand.
No, nothing. It's
Other than a
gross.
thrill, it's disgusting.
I know,
Private jet, different story.
Yes,
But I
can
just
understand
feel like
that.
a little virgin toilet
When you take the
cubicle.
private jet out, maybe you should do that.
Maybe I will.
But you know, not where
Oh, no,
there's
when you
spills and dribbles
and then you think
oh.
there's 300
I don't
people
want
that
to
use
sit
that
on the
toilet.
toilet when I'm going to the toilet, let alone
It's just not hot.
Yeah. No.
There is nothing hot about that.
smells
It
generally.
stinks.
Yeah,
Doesn't get you in
it's
the oh. So there you go.
Thank you so much for joining me on the show today. It's been a hoot, you two. It's just hilarious.
Thank you.
Cheers.
for having
Here's to a
us.
fabulous
Cheers
weekend.
to the weekend.
Yes,
you.
absolutely. Cheers to the races.
Thank you.
Yes.
I was about to say to getting getting nude
To getting nude,
and
passion women,
girls.
and drinking.
And having sex on the way to Melbourne, girls.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
good
Oh,
on
yeah.
you.